Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket 3 on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Friday evening inside the bubble in Valley City. This is our final District 1 quarterfinal of the day here on yourliveevent.com. Welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. To get a free quote, start today. Go to IrieInsurance.com. Taking a look here at this one, Chase Miller alongside with Peter Steinke running the camera here today. Sargent County, the number 3 seed at 12-7 on the season, 5-2 in District 1 play. Going up against the Richland Colts here, and Richland is 7-11 on the season and 3-4 in District 1 play here in this contest. Earlier this year, Sargent County defeated the Richland Colts 66-39 back on January the 24th. The winner of this game has a date with Oaks tomorrow at 7:30 in the District 1 semifinals. The loser of this game will play in a loser out or consolation semifinal against Enderlin at 4:30. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive into this matchup a little bit more between the Bulldogs and the Colts. That's next on yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
To see and do in Hankinson. We may be modest in size, but our abundant local businesses and recreational opportunities mean we have every amenity you need. Our community is always finding new ways to have fun, bring people together, or help those in need. Residents of Hankinson will tell you this is small town living at its best. They invite you to see for yourself.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC. As we continue on our pregame show here today inside the bubble in Valley City, let's take a look at this matchup here between these two clubs. Sargent County head coach Randy Searstead here. The Bulldogs, winners of 2 out of 3. They lost on Monday against a very quality opponent in Lemoore Litchfield Marion, 59-37 back on Monday to close out the season. Here's a note for the Bulldogs. When they score under 50 points, they have yet to win a game this year. They're 0-7. So from the Bulldogs' perspective, want to get north of 50 and put themselves in a good situation. While if you're the Richland Colts, 7 wins, 11 losses again. They have lost 4 consecutive games. Their last game out was Tuesday at Hillsborough Central Valley against a Division A opponent in which the Burros won 48-39 against the Colts. here for Richland. Elena Schmidt, earlier this season, able to get, earlier in her career that is, over 1,000 points and over 1,000 rebounds, which is just equally, if not more, impressive. Elena Schmidt averaging 17 points and 14 rebounds per contest here for the Richland Colts. While on the opposite side, for the Sargent County Bulldogs, their leading scorer this season, Carly Cadoon, with 17 points and 6 rebounds here for the Bulldogs. Last year, Sargent County winners in the quarters over Enderlin, defeated Oaks in the semis, and topped Maple River in the District 1 championship. Hallie Nelson was the Senior Athlete of the Year in District 1. Carly Cadoon was on the All-District team with Emma Bixby as well. Well, for the Richland Colts a season ago, they lost in a Schlabberknocker against Weimar-Lidgewood in the quarters, 36-25. Defeated Hankinson in the consolation semis and lost to Oaks in a region qualifier. Elena Schmidt, a first-team All-District selection from a season ago, and Lillian Miranowski was on the second-team All-District selection a season ago as well. Again, this is our IRA Insurance pregame show, and get the protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at IRA Insurance. Quickly, we'll take a look at the District 1 boys basketball bracket. That'll be the play-in matchup featuring the Enderlin Eagles and the Richland Colts. The winner of that will play the Oaks Tornadoes at 3 o'clock in 2 weeks down in Wahpeton. That will open up the quarterfinals. Maple River, Weimar-Lidgewood at 4:30 in the boys' game in 2 weeks in the quarters. The evening portion will feature Hankinson and Tri-State, then Bard's County North against Sargent County. Again, that is a look at the District 1 boys basketball bracket. That'll begin in 2 weeks down in Wahpeton on the campus of NDSCS at the Blickery Activity Center. That does it for our IRA Insurance pregame show. We come back after this, get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. That's all around the corner next here in Valley City.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Model.
The World of Outlaws Late Model Series is coming back to Ada in 2025. Mark your calendars for Saturday, June 28th.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
As we get you ready here for our starting lineups between the Richland Colts and the Sargent County Bulldogs, Chase Miller, Peter Steinke, and you on a blustery, chilly weekend in February. It is February Frenzy. Feels like February freeze a little bit outside. But regardless, inside here in the bubble, getting you ready for some action between the Richland Colts and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Richland, the number 6 seed, going up against the number 3 seeded here of the Sargent County Bulldogs. As we get to our starting lineups today, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Our officials for the game here in this one is Alicia Hoy, alongside with Hunter Finkston, and Brent Mosier is our 3 officials here in this one. For the Richland Colts, as they go in their starting lineup here this evening, Lillian Marinowski, a 5'7" senior guard, 9 points and 3 assists for Marinowski. From there, here for Richland, they will go with Sophie. Here in the starting lineups, they will go with Jenna Tazark, the 5'11" sophomore forward. Tazark averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Mallory Gunnis, a 5'6" junior, 3 points and 2 boards per game. From there, you'll also have Abby Fisher, the 5'6" junior forward, and Elena Schmidt, the 6'2" senior, 17 points and 14 rebounds. Miernowski, Tazark, Gunnis, Fisher, and Schmidt. Olivia Schmidt is the head coach here for the Richland Colts. As we turn our attention now to the Sargent County Bulldogs, as Sargent County with Randy Searstead, they'll go like this. Emma Bixby, the 5'2" senior guard, 8 points, 7 assists per contest. Yeah, 7 assists per contest for Bixby. Lily Lee, the 5'10" senior forward, Lee 7 points and 6 rebounds. Carly Cadoon, the 5'9" junior, 17 points and 6 boards. Also, Sadie Newstill here, the 5'7" senior, 4 points, 3 rebounds. And Ashlyn Sundquist, 9 points and 7 boards for the 5'11" senior center. Bixby, Lee, Cadoon, Newstill, and Sundquist. Randy Searstead, the head coach here for the Sargent County Bulldogs. And again, does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products. Go to crystalsugar.com. And again, it's crystalsugar.com. Bulldogs, 52 points per game, defensively giving up 39. Richland averaging 46, defensively giving up 52. Opening tip just after the 8 o'clock hour on a Friday night. Brett Mosier in the center circle, and this one is up and underway. And the team clad in their light blue attire in Richland gets the opening tip. Elena Schmidt will see this on the skip right-handed side to Mallory Gundish. Jumper on the way for a 3. No, Schmidt putback can't get it. Elena with another crack at it, in and out. And a Schmidt with the 3rd time the charm, yes sir. Elena Schmidt getting a couple boards, a rebound, full court pressure defense, and a turnover as the Colts will zing it to the right-handed side. Richland with it, top of the key. Lilia Miernowski here at the left wing. Ball gets skipped right-hand side with Mallory Gunnis as they work around the horn. Jumper on the way. This one will go long by Abby Fisher and a board by Ashlyn Sundquist. Well, the Sargent County Bulldogs clad in their white uniforms here this evening. Little dark gray numerals with Bulldogs across the front here in blue. Sargent County, right-handed side. This will go to Ashlyn Sundquist. 5th year of this co-op between the forming Gwinner Milner or the Milner Public, Sargent Central, and North Sargent School Districts here for the Sargent County Bulldogs. As they will handle a turnover here for Sargent County. High post touch to Schmidt, leaves it right wing. Here goes Mallory Gunnis. Bounce pass inside to Zarek, is able to save this to Miernowski, but a turnover here for the Colts. Bulldogs with Bixby. Bixby right-handed side. Bixby high. Shot no. Rebound to Schmidt, her 3rd. Lena Schmidt will zip it up the other side of the floor to Lillian Miernowski. Miernowski will see this right-handed side as they will have a reverse pivot here for Mallory Gunnis. Dribbling is Gunnis. Mallory to Miernowski. She'll launch 3-pointer long. Rebound here for Schmidt. Schmidt spins off the block for 2. Elena Schmidt, 4 points and 4 rebounds. That's how you bring your hard hat to a district basketball contest. And a tip out of bounds here for Richland by Janet Tazark. Richland settling in nicely, very reminiscent of what Hankinson did against Maple River earlier here today. Still early. Bulldogs looking for that first bucket of the game. Bixby, right-handed side. Newstill, right pocket 3 on the way. Off the iron. Rebound here for Tazark. Tazark gets the board as you'll handle it now for Richland with Mallory Gunnis. Gunnis, right-handed side, will zip it now to Tazark. To the baseline, it goes to Miernowski. Miernowski trying to pop the pass on the inside, and Sundquist able to come away with a steal. Bixby sees this one now at the right wing to Carly Cadoon. Cadoon at the wing, able to take the dribble here. Cadoon on the skip to Newstill. Newstill on the drive, leaves this one off. Lee with a jumper from the baseline, book it. Lily Lee with the made field goal just in front of the 5:30 mark on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Richland high post as they will handle this one. Jumper on the way from the baseline. That'll rattle out by Fisher. Ball gets deflected. Last touch off of who? And it'll be last touch off of Richland. Cindy Loft, the 5'6 senior, 2 points and a rebound, will check into the game here for the Richland Colts. Well, subbing out will be Mallory Gunnis. Second meeting between these two teams. First one was in Colfax, in which Sargent County came away with the victory. Bulldogs will handle it in the front court. Chance to tie or take the lead. Sadie Newstill leaves it to Lee. She wants the lead for three. Off the front iron. Rebound will be on the deck to Zarks and be tied up with Newstill. Sadie Newstill just came out of nowhere there on the paint and saw the ball and said, let me at it. Tied up with Janet Zark, as you'll see this one working the baseline here as you'll handle it with Newstill. Newstill gives it to Lee. Lee at the high post, now to Sundquist. Sundquist at the free throw line, able to reverse it here. Ball will be last touch by Cindy Loff. So ball will be on the sideline here for the Bulldogs. Sargent County leaves it left-handed side to Lee. Nice pass inside to Cadoon. Cadoon with the spin block shot by Elena Schmidt. Schmidt with her 42nd block of the season. This is the 19th game of the year now for Richland. Ball will go to Miranowski, right-handed side for Richland. The Colts with the skip pass left wing. That'll go to Cindy Loft. Leaves it back now to Schmidt. Elena Schmidt at the left-handed side, driving kick to Loft. Loft with a bounce pass interior and a steal here by Sundquist. Third turnover of the game for Richland. Emma Bixby crossing that VCSU emblem at center court. And be picked up here defensively by Miranowski. She's able to go to the right wing as Bixby leaves it to Cadoon. Cadoon pops it pass to Lee. Lee looking for a teammate. Lee looking back to Carly here. Cadoon on the baseline back to Bixby. Able to skip it to Newstill. Newstill reverse it now to Sundquist. Sundquist baseline jumper. This one will go long. Rebound here for Richland. Abby Fisher gets the board. Fisher left-handed side of Miranowski. Miranowski tees up a three. Splash City. Miranowski with her 22nd made triple this season. Sundquist to Newstill. Breaks the press to Cadoon. Cadoon with a 2-on-1 quickly. Cadoon off the window. No rebound. Will be on the floor, and with it was Fisher, her second. Just the thought of Elena Schmidt there might have enticed Cadoon already after a block shot to maybe take that shot a little sooner than what she wanted. Jumper, here it goes, and that's good by Cindy Loff. And a timeout on the floor. The Richland Colts come galloping out of the gate. It's 9-2 Richland, 3:15 left in the first.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So after the timeout, Bulldogs will see it here with Mallory Bogart. Bogart trying to find Cadoon as they do in the front court. Cadoon slips it right-handed side as this one will work its way around to the left wing. Goes back up top. This one was halfway down for an attempt by Cadoon. And that rattles out as you'll see it now here for Richland. Cindy Loff at the wing. Step. Gives it up top. This one goes to Ashley Steiger here. Right wing now to Miranowski on the interior. Good job by Cadoon to save it, but she goes right to Elena Schmidt, who nearly gets the and one. Schmidt will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Good save by Carly Cadoon, but the old adage in basketball sometimes is if it's underneath your own hoop, just let it go unless you know there is a team member there. You can't fault the hustle by Carly. It just went right to Elena Schmidt, and she gets rewarded with the free throw and buries the first. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Schmidt. This one is in and out, no good, and Sundquist clears the window. 10-2 Richland as they built a 8-point lead here in the first quarter. Bixby at the right wing. Good hands defensively out of play by Cindy Loff. Richland, a squad here for this Colts team. I see a former Richland Colt great, Megan Rube, on the assistant staff now for the Hankinson Pirates girls basketball team for Coach Jaden Mount and Hankinson. Sargent County bounce pass right-handed side. Nice find here to Emma Bixby. This one, good ball movement. The best offensive set we've seen from the Bulldogs here in this first quarter. Play gets resulted with a Bixby cut, drive, and 2. Right wing here for Richland. That'll go to Steiger. Steiger here guarded across, and this one by Mallory Bogart. Will try to provide some pressure defense as Abby Fisher will tab back in here for the Richland Colts. Richland also will bring in Lillian Miranowski. Colts led by the 5 points of Lena Schmidt. 2 points here for Lee and 2 for Bixby here for Sargent County. High school hoops here in Valley City. Ball will go to the baseline. Cindy Loff will see this. Ball gets deflected. Last touch by Bogart. Out of play, and it will stay Richland basketball. Sargent County with Newstall and Lee to check back in. The defending District 1 champs after nearly a decade of not having districts. And for some, it was the old District 1. For others, it was the old District 2 in Class B. Sargent County was able to win 3 games in Wahpeton last year, eventually make their way to state, winning the region title as well, going 24-4 a season ago. Ball will go right-handed side. Jumper on the way will be off the mark. No good. Rebound here will be with Sydney Loff. This pass on the inside. Grabbed by Elena Schmidt for 2. Schmidt's got 7. Working already on a double-double here in this first half. 7 points, 4 rebounds. Bulldogs. Bogart to the baseline. Jumper. That'll go long. Good backside board here for Abby Fisher. Her third outlet here for Richland. As the Colts with Sydney Loff will bring it in the front court. Loff will see it right wing as she handles it with Miranowski. Inside Schmidt. Schmidt double kick. Left pocket 3. Open on the way. That'll go long. Rebound here. Out of play will be last touch off Sargent County. As you will handle it with Janet Tazark. Talking about the Bulldogs again. Taking 3rd place at state over Bowman County a season ago at the Civic Center. Richland 8-14 last year. Losing to Oaks in a region qualifier. They were 1 game from heading to Jamestown. Bounce pass on the inside for Richland. This one will go out of play and stay here for the Colts. You want to find your way to the Buffalo City again, both for that region tournament and for state. Girls Regional will get underway on the 24th of February. Girls State qualifier at Mayville State on Saturday, March the 1st. 3-pointer, that'll go long. Rebound tap by Tazark, but then Bixby comes in and says, give me that. Bixby, right wing, Bixby to the paint. Bixby off the window, partially deflected there by Miranowski. And we'll see a loose ball for Cindy Loff and a foul coming across here for the Bulldogs by Lee. Her first, team second of the quarter, as we'll handle a substitution as Carly Cadoon will check in. As coming out will be Emma Bixby. If you're Richland, you could not ask for a better start here in this 3-6 matchup, with the Colts trying to be the first lower-seeded team to win here today. Tazark will go right-handed side now to Loff as the ball gets skipped. Bulldogs, though, quite frankly, it could be maybe a little worse than an 8-point contest right now. Defense has played well enough outside of Schmidt getting some second-chance opportunities. Bulldogs now need to find some rhythm offensively. They give it to Cadoon on the inside. Cadoon able to spin. Block shot by Tazark. Other side of the floor with 14 seconds here for Fisher. Colts dribbling in the front court with Mallory Gundis. Right wing, that'll go to Cindy Loff. Back up top to Miranowski. Miranowski pass on the inside. Gets deflected to Cadoon. 3-quarter scored heave off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Colts lead it by 8.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Broadcasting today from the Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency broadcast booth, serving both the Foreman, Oaks, and surrounding communities. Call David Bergman Agency at 701-724-6252. Your headquarters for home, life, ranch, and more. Not all products are underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance. And again, David Bergman Agency. From the broadcast booth today in Valley City. Left-handed side will be Mallory Gunnis back up top for the Richland Colts as they will see Loft to the right wing with it on the skip pass. This one goes to baseline, a turnover here on Richland. Colts with their 4th turnover of the game, trying to win their 8th contest of the season. While for Sargent County, looking for win number 13 of their campaign. Bulldogs to Newstone, leaves it right-handed side to Lee. Lee at the right wing, guarded by Schmidt. High post, now to Bixby, back to Lilly. Lee with a good shot fake, got by Schmidt. Jumper on the way, that'll go long. Rebound here, won by Emma. Bixby left-handed side to Kadoon. Will rise, will shoot, and will score. Kadoon with her first field goal of the night and the first triple for the Bulldogs. That gets the Bulldog bench off their feet as Richland will handle a turnover. Sadie New still comes away with a steal. Sundquist slips it now to Bixby. Emma up the floor to Lilly. Lee in transition. Shot no, rebound for Elena. Schmidt on the outlet finds Miranowski here. As Miranowski for the Colts will push it right-handed side to Mallory Gunnis. Gunnis back to Miranowski. Miranowski, right wing, dribbling to the baseline here for Richland. Open jumper on the way, deep two, got it to go. Toe was on the line, but Mallory Gunnis will take it regardless. A little football score brewing, 14-7. Carly Kadoon bounce pass, gives this one to Lee. Lee at the right wing to a trailing Bixby. Here goes Sundquist, rising, shooting, three-pointer, no. And another rebound here for Schmidt. Elena will leave it now to Mallory Gunnis here. Gunnis gets walled off by Emma Bixby as she gives it now to Miranowski. Skip pass, right-handed side to Fisher. Fisher back to Miranowski, to Schmidt. No look to the baseline jumper. Nice find by Elena. Shot was short by Mallory Gunnis and a board to Kadoon. Bixby. See this now to Lee. Lee with a shot fake, gets walled off there by Schmidt. Lee on the baseline finds it to Bixby. Bixby with a little hesitation. This one's going to get kicked and it will stay Bulldog basketball. And the Sargent County with Mallory Bogart to check in. Well, for the Richland Colts, Ashley Steiger, and also coming in the game, here will be Cindy Love for Richland. 5:54 remaining here in this first half of play. Richland led 9-2 at the 3:15 mark again. They led 12-4 after one quarter, but Bulldogs a little bit better offensive rhythm early on here in this second quarter play as Lee gets her second made field goal and trims it down to a two-possession game. Right wing is Loft, inside Schmidt. Nice little triangle offense to Tazarek. Jumper will go long. Rebound here to Bixby. Emma Bixby and the Bulldogs can make it a one-possession game. Bounce pass to Kadoon. Kadoon will handle it on the baseline. Leaves it now at the right wing to Bogart. Nice little give and go to Kadoon off the window long. Rebound here for Elena Schmidt and a timeout on the floor for head coach Olivia Schmidt. We'll break with them. 5:24 left in the first half.
Weimar Auto is now an auto value parts store. Their dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to being your hometown auto, ag, and truck service, Weimar Auto has the supplies from hardware and plumbing to agriculture solutions to local specialty products. Weimar Auto will strive to give you the best service at the greatest value possible. For shop hour specials or auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. 14-9, Richland with the advantage after the timeout. That was the first one here with Olivia Schmidt and the Richland Colts. After the timeout, Colts in the front court as they will see it to left-hand side to Abby Fisher. Fisher on the baseline, block shot by Lee. Here comes the Bulldogs for Bogart. Bogart wants to run, looking for Bixby. Bixby with a shot up, and shot is good. Bixby now with 4. Good find there by Bogart, and the Bulldogs back within 3. Richland right-handed side with Steiger. Steiger to the high post. Miranowski to Zarek. Elena Schmidt to the baseline, and this is a turnover. Cindy Loft went just a little bit too far, and Elena Schmidt with the basketball. There goes the ketchup. There goes the mustard. I think the relish is all right. But regardless, we're going to have a mop and somebody coming down the floor to make sure that no one steps on that, as Hunter Fingston will do the honors. Steve Olson able to quickly handle the basketball, as Richland with Mallory Gunnis and Abby Fisher will check in. It just shows you the power that Elena Schmidt has. And we'll see that bounce pass and the mustard and ketchup. That went everywhere on the floor. 4:45 left to play here in this first half, as you'll handle it with Emma Bixby. Bixby leaves it left and inside to Bogart. That's Mallory. Mallory with the drive at the right wing, taking a dribble. Now to Kadoon. Kadoon with it. Kadoon hard inside the paint. Shot is up long. Rebound, though, for Carly, able to stay with it. Kadoon turnaround jumper, no. Rebound here gets tipped on this one. Will go to Mallory. Bogart spinning to Bixby. Floater from 15. Got it to go. Emma Bixby with the runner. Bulldogs back within 1. Richland looking for a field goal here in the quarter. They've got one, but looking for another after the Bulldogs right now on a little bit of a run. Lena Schmidt, this one gets deflected. Bixby handles it. Bixby and Lee up the floor. Bixby going to make her way off the window and nearly got the and one. Miranowski will pick up the foul. Her first, team's first of the quarter, and Bixby heads to the free throw line. So far for Sargent County, it's a 9-2 run in the opening 4 minutes and 2 seconds of the second quarter of play, as Bixby to the line to shoot. And we're tied here at 14. First tie of the contest here. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Bixby, trying to give the Bulldogs an edge in this first half of play. And Bixby on the second. Calm, cool, delivered for Emma Bixby. She was the Senior Athlete of the Year when it came to volleyball in Region 1 in Class B. Ball will go out of play. Richland with another turnover, and you can start feeling the tide heading towards Richland as Cindy Loft will check into the game. 15-14 lead here for Sargent County with 3:50 left in the first half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This one down could be something to talk about a little bit later on in the broadcast if the Bulldogs can continue this run. Bixby, right-handed side, takes the rub screen by Sundquist. Sundquist to the right wing, three-pointer coming. That'll go short. Rebound for Elena. Schmidt, 7 points in the first quarter, held scoreless so far here in the second, and quite frankly just hasn't got a lot of touches inside the paint here in this second quarter so far. Good hands by Kadoon. Ball will go out of play. And the Richland Colts with Jenna Tazark will check in. So far, Maple River, Waimea, Lidgewood, and Oaks all have punched their ticket to the semifinals. Who's going to join them? Ball will go to Abby Fisher here as Fisher sees this one. Left-handed side as this one will go on the bounce on the interior. Back up top, able to reverse it. Right wing to Mallory Gunnis. Emma Bixby gets the deflection to Miranowski, so no over and back, but the shot clock to single digits. Right wing, and Richland will turn it over with Mallory Gunnis. 4 timeouts remaining for both teams. Bulldogs with 0 fouls here in the quarter. While for Richland, they have 1 so far. Bulldogs here with Bixby. Will handle it here. Bixby, right-handed side to Mallory Bogart. Gives it up top to Kadoon. Kadoon with it on the reversal to Bixby to Sundquist. Sundquist on the inside. Shot is up and shot is good. Ashlyn Sundquist gets her first field goal of the evening. The Bulldogs now lead it by 3. Richland here at the top of the key on the interior. Colts able to leave it left-handed side to Mallory Gunnis. Then she ties it up with the triple. Gunnis with all 5 points in the quarter here for the Colts. And we're tied at 17. Second tie of the game. Richland then comes away with a steal, as you'll see this now with Cindy Loft. Loft here at the top, right-hand side of Miranowski, and a foul here by Bixby. Emma's going to get tabbed with her second. That'll be the team's first of the quarter. Elena Schmidt got a little breather as she's able to step back into the game. Mallory Gunnis will check out. as you'll see it here for the Richland Colts on the inbounds with Cindy Loff. Loff here at the top. Richland, little zone pressure defense. Open Miranowski for a 3-ball. That'll go off the iron. Rebound tapped in the hands of Cindy Loff. Loff gets the board. Ball will go to Schmidt. Schmidt able to spin her way to the baseline. There's a foul, and Carly Cadoon will get tabbed with it. Cadoon with her first, team second. Free throws upcoming for Elena Schmidt, who's an 80% free throw shooter coming into this game on the season, and she gets to the line a plethora of times throughout the course of the game. Free throw attempt is up and good. She's got 8. As the Richland Colts right now lead it by 1. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good. Schmidt now with 9, and the Richland Colts regain the lead here at 2 at the 2-minute mark, and Tazark nearly got a steal as she hops into the front row. Good hands by Jenna Tazark there for the Richland Colts. So Richland has stemmed the tide at least for the moment. Colts with 7 in the quarter, 13 so far here for Sargent County. Bixby, right-handed side, little zone pressure defense by Richland. Bogart at the left wing gives it to Newstill now. Sadie Newstill at the top of the key. As this one leaves it left-handed side. That'll go here for the Bulldogs to Mallory. Bogart to Bixby. Bounce pass to Cadoon. Jumper from 15 for Carly. That's long. Rebound tapped down. Eventually, Janet Tazark will come away with it. Miranowski sees it. Now to Cindy Loff. Loff to Miranowski here. Miranowski right wing for Richland. Inside to Elena Schmidt. Schmidt rips it through. Shot will be off. Rebound to Sundquist here for the Bulldogs. Sargent County now with Bixby. 75 seconds left in the half. Bixby right-hand side to Newstill. Newstill chases it down back to Bixby. Open 3 on the way for Emma. Tickles the twine. Bixby now with 9 in the quarter. 11 in the game. She's got over half of the Bulldogs' points, coming in averaging 8 points per contest. Ball will go on the interior to Zark, right wing, high post Schmidt, 16-footer for Elena off the backboard for 2. Elena Schmidt now with 11. As you'll handle it to Bixby with the pass to Sadie Newstill, finds it to Cadoon. Cadoon lost it in a turnover here on Sargent County. Cindy Loff will see this one now. Loff here at the top. Right-handed side to Miranowski. Miranowski on the interior to Schmidt. Back around the horn as they give it to the baseline. As this one will go to Tazark. Pretty much 2 players on Elena Schmidt right when she gave the ball away. Cadoon trying to front backside help by Newstill. Lee will check in now for Sargent County, while the Richland Colts will also make a substitution. Mallory Gunnis to check in. And the Bulldogs can hold for the final shot of the half. Bixby, right-handed side with the basketball as this one goes down to Mallory Bogart. Bogart will handle this to Newstill. Newstill here at the top takes the screen. Newstill with it inside the lead, top of the key. Cadoon for the 3, bucket! That's how we'll end this first half of play. Cadoon with her second 3 of the quarter, and the Bulldogs will head to the break up by 2, 23-21, a 19-point quarter for Sargent County. 9 points for the Richland Colts. Halftime show is coming up next. Brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, David Bergman Agency.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special. In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we come back at the half, 23-21 Bulldogs as we take a look at the first half numbers. Sargent County 9 of 27 shooting from the floor, 3 of 7 from the land of 3. They're 2 of 2 from the line with 12 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 turnovers here for Sargent County. Well, for the Richland Colts, 8 of 22 shooting from the floor, 2 of 10 from 3, 3 of 4 from the stripe, 21 rebounds, 4 assists to 12 turnovers here today for Richland. Individually, Bulldogs 11 points for Emma Bixby on 4 of 6 shooting from the floor. Bixby 11 points, 3 rebounds with an assist. 6 points then for Carly Cadoon and a couple of threes there in the second quarter with 2 boards. 4 points coming for Lee, and then you got the 2 points for Ashlyn Sundquist with 3 rebounds. Richland led by the double-double of Elena Schmidt. 11 points, 10 rebounds here for Schmidt. 5 points here for Mallory Gunnis. 3 on the way for Lilia Miranowski. 2 points, 4 boards for Sydney Loff. Again, Richland led by the double-double of Elena Schmidt. 11 points, 10 rebounds with a block shot to boot. First quarter, 12 points for Richland, 9 in the second. Sargent County, 4 points in the first quarter, 19 in quarter number 2. Glaring stat right now, part of the reason why Sargent County is leading. 12, make that 14 points off of 12 Richland Colts turnovers. In comparison, Richland with 2 points off of 4 Sargent County turnovers. Bulldogs lead it by 2 at the half. We come back after this, recap what happened earlier in the day here from Valley City.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Looking for a college experience where you can get a degree and make a difference? Valley City State University is the top public regional college in North Dakota, as ranked by U.S. News & World Report. Visit today at vcsu.edu/visit.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws Case Construction Late Model Series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway, Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Farmers Union Insurance, David Bergman Agency here in Valley City. Chase Miller and alongside Peter Steinke with you, but this halftime show again brought to you in part by David Bergman Agency, surrounding the communities of Foreman and Oaks. He's able to serve home, auto, life, that and more. Call 701-724-6252. Take a look at the first half numbers. Again for Sargent County, led by the 11 of Bixby. Richland led by the double-double of Schmidt. Earlier today on YourLiveEvent.com, Maple River with a 60-33-point win over the Hankinson Pirates. Raiders led by the 16 points of Brielle Killorn, 14 points for Addison Hannig. Well, for the Hankinson Pirates, led by the 8 points for Shiloh Maidenwald and 4 rebounds. Maple River will match up with Waimea Lidgewood after the Warbirds were able to dispatch Tri-State in a back-and-forth contest by 4, 47-43. Warbirds led by the double-double of Emerson Johnson, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Tri-State led by the 11 of Shalley Lawrence and the 11 of Geffrey. And then earlier, here in the evening portion of the bracket, Oaks upends Enderlin 51-37. Tornadoes led by the 19 points on 7 of 9 shooting by Izzy Freed. 19 points and 4 rebounds. Enderlin led by the 17 of Schlecht and the 11 of Jana Olsen. So what that all entails is tomorrow at 3 o'clock, our first loser-out game will feature Hankinson and Tri-State. Enderlin at 4:30 will play the loser of this contest in our second loser-out game. First semifinal at 6 will be Maple River, Waimea Lidgewood. Oaks awaits the winner of this contest between the Bulldogs and the Colts for our last semifinal at 7:30. Then coverage begins on Monday at 4:30 with 2 region qualifiers and the District 1 Girls Basketball Championship. Again, at the half, it is a 23-21 lead here for Sargent County. That does it for our David Bergman Agency halftime show. We come back after this. Second half action is next here in Valley City.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Don't leave anything to chance with your home's heating system this winter. Trust Bears Home Solutions to keep your home's heating system running at maximum efficiency. From installation and maintenance to 24/7 emergency service, our team of friendly professionals are equipped to handle any heating equipment in your home. Rated the Red River Valley's top home HVAC and plumbing company. Bears Home Solutions. You need a bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we get you ready for second half action, Chase Miller, Peter Steinke, and you. Thank you to all of our sponsors that have allowed us to provide you coverage here today of the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Make sure you say thank you, you patronize them, or something in between, because without them, we would not be bringing you the District 1 Girls and Boys Basketball Tournaments here this season. Lee leaves it left-handed side to Bixby on the interior to Sundquist. Sundquist trying to find Kadoon. Newstill also in there for the Bulldogs, their original starting 5. Kadoon shot off the mark, no, and Lena Schmidt now with 11 points, 11 rebounds. Miranowski with Gunnis, Fisher, and Janita Zork, the original starting 5 for Richland as well. Colts will see this one, and Bixby gets a steal. Bixby trying to beat the left-handed layup for 2. Emma Bixby now with 13 points and putting a hat in for a player of the game kind of performance here for Emma. Mallory gives this one to Miranowski. Miranowski with it to Tazark to the baseline here for the Colts. Mallory Gunnis at the left wing with the pass up top to Miranowski. Reverse it right-handed side to Fisher. High post touch. Schmidt leaves it to the baseline. Jumper for 2. Janet Tazark finishes with the made field goal. 25-23. Sadie Newstill gives this one to Bixby, pushing it up the floor to Carly Cadoon. Cadoon at the free throw line stops to a lead jumper from the baseline. Shot is up and off the mark, no good, and Janet Tazark will then travel with the basketball. Got the rebound, but once you go straight down to the ground and then turn a little bit and move, you'll get called for that travel all the time. As Newstill will inbound it. Well, she does, gives this one up top. This will go to the right wing to Bixby. Bixby will handle it at the wing here on the baseline. Leaves it right wing to Lee. Lee up top to Newstill, working it now to Sundquist. Sundquist on the interior to Cadoon. Cadoon slips it to Lee. Lee on the baseline back to Carly. Jumper on the way for Cadoon. That'll go long. Rebound, put back Bixby, no. And you'll see a loose ball, and we'll see a traveling violation then for Jana. So Tazark got it for a moment, then traveled with it as Sundquist was there, and the Colts will give it right back here to the Bulldogs. 25-23 as Newstill will inbound it here for Sargent County to Cadoon. Jumper from the baseline. That'll go long. Rebound here for Elena Schmidt. Right-handed side. Schmidt asking for it. Slips it off to Miranowski. Three-pointer off the backboard. No. Long rebound. Good box up by Newstill on the inside. Sadie Newstill will see this now to Bixby. Bixby at the right-handed side with it. At the wing. Leaves it to Newstill. Newstill on this weave. Takes a screen by Lee. Newstill on the baseline here. Sadie gives it now to Cadoon. Cadoon taking a couple hard dribbles. Jumper from 12. Cadoon got it to go. Carly Cadoon's got 8. Bulldogs lead it by 4. Richland to Abby Fisher. Now to Schmidt as it gives it back up top here for the Colts. Miranowski right-handed side to Mallory Gunnis. Now to Elena Schmidt, and there's a turnover. Lee will come up with it. That's been the Achilles heel right now of the opening 2.5 minutes for Richland. A turnover. Sadie Newstill shot no. Rebound here for Elena. Good look, though, for Sargent County, getting some better shot selection than maybe what they saw in the first half of play. Schmidt will step into a deep 2. That'll go long. Rebound on the way to Ashlyn Sundquist. Colts right now 9 of 26 shooting from the floor. The Bulldogs 11 of 35. Carly Cadoon with it. Free throw line jumper on the way for Cadoon. That'll go long. Rebound here for Richland. Abby Fisher gets her 5th, make that 4th board of the game. Miranowski, bounce pass, nice look, and oh, what a block by Bixby on Tazark. Up top, back to Elena Schmidt, shovels the pass on the inside. Cadoon able to stretch her right hand and get a deflection, and Bixby will come up with it. Emma Bixby, right-handed side, now to Lee, open 15-footer, yes sir. Lee now has 6 and a timeout on the floor here for Randy Searstead. 4:32 left to play in the third. Bulldogs now lead it by 6.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
As we're able to see some of the Bulldog faithful from across the way, this time out brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some of the Sargent County faithful that's made its way here to Valley City on your liveevent.com. As we return to the courts after the timeout by Coach Randy Searstead. Bulldogs lead it by 6 as you'll see Richland here with it in the front court to Miranowski. Leaves it on the pass to Tazark, who gets fouled and count it. Janet Tazark has 4, a chance to make it 5 at the line. Foul will come across on Chloe Bogart, who just checked in. Her first and the team's 3rd. As you'll handle the foul here with Chloe. Free throw attempt here for Janet. Tazark has all 4 points in the quarter. This one gets deflected in the hands of Mallory Bogart. Mallory Bogart, Chloe Bogart with Bixby, Cadoon, and Sundquist. Bixby on the inside, leaves it left wing. That'll go to Cadoon. Cadoon able to spin on the baseline off the back tab. No, rebound to Elena Schmidt, her 14th board of the game. 7 points in the first quarter, 4 points in the second. Richland up top to Miranowski, gives it to Schmidt. Schmidt flips it to Miranowski, right-handed side, as this one will go to Janet Tazark. Tazark up top to Miranowski now. Miranowski with the jab, right wing to Steiger. Ashley, double, spins. Miranowski pass inside Schmidt. Schmidt throws it up and got it to go. Good ball movement, patient offense for Richland. Results in a post touch for Elena, and she's able to finish it off for 2 points. As Bixby will see this across the timeline now to the right wing to Mallory Bogart. Mallory back to the right-handed side of Emma Bixby. Bixby with the pass on the baseline to Ashlyn Sundquist. Shot is up and shot is good. Sundquist now with 4, and the Bulldogs able to answer. Richland with Lillian Miranowski here in the front court. Miranowski's going to drive. This will be a foul, and 2 shots here for Miranowski. Foul will come across on Ashlyn Sundquist. That'll be her first, the team's second. Free throw opportunity here for Miranowski. 31-27 Bulldogs lead it by 4. Our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Free throw attempt on the way here for Miranowski is up. And this one is in and out, no good. Substitution as Lee and Newstill return for the Bulldogs. Well, for the Colts, Abby Fisher will tab in. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Miranowski. And she gets the shooter's roll on the second. She's got 4. Substitution into the game here as Mallory Gunnis will check in. Colts able to trim the deficit back to 1 possession here as you'll handle it with Bixby. Bixby with the basketball at the right wing, gives it to Newstill to the right short corner. Jumper from Cadoon, got it to go. Carly Cadoon's got 10. It's 33-28. As you'll see, Sydney Loff in the front court. Loff with the basketball, leaves it left-handed side. This one will go to Steiger. Steiger at the left wing with it. As Steiger on the baseline gives it back to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for a teammate, finds one on the interior. Right wing jumper on the way. 3-pointer is good. Mallory Gunnis with the triple. She's got 8. 33-31. The Bulldogs see that lead now trimmed to 2. Can they answer? Newstill right of the key, gives it to Cadoon. Jumper on the baseline. This one rattles in a deep 2. Carly Cadoon, 6 in the second, 6 in the third. She's got 12. Richland left wing open. That's Steiger. Steiger will dribble it to the top of the key as they're trying to give it to Schmidt. Elena double. Schmidt with a power dribble to the paint, off the window. Scoop shot, no. Rebound comes down to Lee. Lee will get the loose board as you'll see Sargent County now with Bixby. Bixby hard drive to the paint. This one will go long. Rebound here for Abby Fisher. Colts with Mallory Gunnis as Gunnis to Steiger. Now to Miranowski. Miranowski steps into a 3 ball. That'll go short, but Elena Schmidt with the rebound and got it. 15 on the night for Schmidt. And we'll see a timeout for Randy Searstead. 1:26 left to play in the third. Timeout on the floor. Bulldogs lead it by 2.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 35-33 Bulldogs with the advantage here. The 3 seed of Sargent County against the 6 seed of the Richland Colts to close out the night in the District 1 quarterfinals. Bixby right-handed side and Newstill. Newstill will handle it now. Takes the screen by Cadoon as they're weaving their way to Bogart. That's Mallory. Skip to Bixby, and there's a steal played by Mallory Gunnis. Up the other side, Loft with it. Bounce pass across the way, and Bixby is able to get there. Spin, gets the steal. Bixby in the front court. Emma at the right wing. A little hesitation move off the window. It's Emma's world, and we're just living in it. Bixby now with 15. 37-33. Nice move by Bixby, able to steal and score. Right-handed side to Cindy Loft. Loft at the right wing, gives this one up top to Mallory Gunnis. To the left-handed side to Lillian Miranowski. Miranowski at the free throw line. Drive, hang, shot, no. Rebound comes down to Lee. Lee with the board up to Bixby now. Bixby with the pass to Kadoon. Kadoon at the right-handed side. Good hands defensively by Jenna Tazark as this one goes out of play. Sargent County will inbound in here with Mallory Bogart, as Bogart will handle it on the inbounds for the Bulldogs. Looking for a teammate, finds one to Bixby. Bixby's going to drive on the inside, slips it now to Lee. Back to Emma here. Skadoon trying to post up on the interior. Bixby will rise. She'll shoot the three. That'll go long. Backside rebound, though, saved by Newstill. Right in the hands of Cindy Loft then. It also by Newstill, but right to Loft. Left-handed side, Miranowski with the pass on the interior to Fisher. Back to Miranowski. Left wing three. Yes, sir. 1 second. Bixby to try to beat the horn. That'll go short, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. 37-36. Bulldogs up by 1 as we head to the fourth.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Crossroads Electric is committed to providing solutions for every customer. They know that each customer is different, which is why all of their services can be easily customized. Whether it is heating, ventilating, or air conditioning, let the team at Crossroads Electric take care of you from residential, commercial, or ag electric work. With offices in Milner and Lisbon, Crossroads Electric serves Sargent, Ransom, Richland, Dickey, and Lemoore counties. Call Crossroads Electric today for your professional-grade low-level coal monitor at 701-427-4328.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller alongside Peter Steinke with you here on this lovely Friday night. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring you coverage here at the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by, and get to a couple of our interviews with Enbridge, also our Agassi Precision Egg Play of the Game, that and more is still to come a little bit later on here today in Valley City. Right-handed side, Miranowski. Miranowski on the baseline, rips it through. This one, jumper to take the lead. Shot will go off the mark by Schmidt. Rebound put back by Tazark is good. Tazark's now got 6 points in the game, and the Colts take a 1-point advantage here with 7:39 left to play here in the fourth. With it, right wing, Carly Kadoon. Kadoon with it. Jumper on the way is good. Carly Kadoon with 14 in the contest. 39-38 Bulldogs. Back and forth we go here in the fourth. Left wing, Cindy Loft. Driving kick, and Kadoon gets the block. Maybe a Schmidt might be saying, sure, there was a block, but there might have been some body on the play. I was talking with Brett Mosier, also Hunter Fingston, and Aisha Hoy are officials here in this one. Colts, left-handed side. Mallory Bogart gets the steal. As Bogart will see this. Right-handed side of Kadoon. Kadoon, jumper, free throw line short. Rebound comes down to Richland here with Janet Tazark. Turnover as Lee will come up with it. Bixby sees this as they're able to do so. Bixby here at the top of the key as this one will work it to the right wing. As that'll go Mallory Bogart. Bogart able to slip it, and a turnover here as you're able to see Miranowski with the basketball. Miranowski with it, and a reach here by Bixby. That'll be her third, team's first of the quarter. Sadie Newstill will check in on the way for Bogart now here for Sargent County. Winner of this game will play at 7:30 tomorrow evening against Oaks. Loser of this game will play Enderlin in a must-win situation tomorrow at 4:30. Richland 41% shooting from the floor. Sargent County at 37. Schmidt double, extra fine. This one up top to Loft. On the interior to Schmidt, who backs down. Newstill, but shot will be off the iron, and Canoon will come up with it. Sadie did her best to try to put up her hand straight up there. That's one that Schmidt will love to have back regardless. The Bulldogs make a stop. Lee, left elbow jumper coming for Lily. Long rebound Sundquist. Dribble over Schmidt, partially blocked by Elena. Newstill will see it here on the interior. Newstill ripping it through. Finds Bixby, but this one will go off the iron and a board for Janet Tazark. Richland down by 1. Left-handed side with it. Ball's going to get skipped to Miranowski. Miranowski at the wing, going to drive. Leaves this one to Loft. Loft with it. Back to left-handed side. Will skip it right wing interior on the move to Schmidt for 2. Lena Schmidt's got 17. She's going to be working potentially on a 20-point, 20-rebound kind of an evening. Bixby here in the front court. Leaves it now to Kadoon. Richland up by 1. Kadoon dribble, lead, jumper, baseline short, rebound Kadoon. This one off the mark and a board here for Tazark. So both teams missing a 1 or 2 point blanks. As Richland's going to call a timeout here with 5:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Richland leads it by a point on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
40-39 broadcasting today here from the Farmers Union Insurance David Bergman Agency broadcast booth, serving both Foreman, Oaks, and the surrounding communities with David. Home Auto Life, that and more, your headquarters. Not all products are underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance. And we're broadcasting today from the David Bergman Agency broadcast booth. Call 701-724-6252 as we take a look at the Bulldog bench here on the near sideline. So after the timeout, 3 timeouts remaining for Richland. You have 2 left for the Bulldogs. It was 37-36 entering the fourth in favor of Sargent County. Richland, after the timeout, Mallory Gunnis will handle it right-handed side. Richland with 3 timeouts remaining in their own right. With it on the drive is Miranowski. Jumper here for Richland. That'll go long. Ball will go in the hands of Sargent County. Mallory Bogart here at the right wing. Gives it on the slip pass to Bixby. Bixby on the high post to Lee to Canoon. Jumper from the right elbow. Carly shot no. Rebound for Elena Schmidt. Got her down for at least 16 boards now and counting. Miranowski, right wing, free throw line extended for Richland. Comes into a double jump, and the arrow will make its way towards Sargent County. Sadie Newstill will check back into the game. Well, Lee will tie up her left shoe as Kadoon will take a quick breather here midway through this fourth quarter of play. When it comes to the foul situation, both teams are pretty good at the moment. Sargent County with just 1 foul in the quarter. Richland with 0. Nobody with more than 3. That's Bixby when it comes to Sargent County. Then everybody with 1 or none. For Richland, they just committed 1 foul so far in this game. That was in the second quarter. Newstill, right wing to Lee. This for the 3. Long on the shot. Rebound will come down here in the hands of Janet Tazark. Richland, a made field goal here would be large to get it up by 3 or possibly 4. There's a kick by Newstill. And you'll see Richland with Cindy Loft making a substitution and Ashley Steiger able to come back in as well. Game number 1 back on January 24th. Bulldogs winning Colfax 66-39. Game 2, Richland came out to start on a 9-2 run, and Sargent County got their lead, 11-2 run in the second quarter, but these two have been awfully close throughout the course of the game as Elena Schmidt comes through a double. This one will be on the floor. Foul will come across here on Lee, her first of the second half, second in the game. Teams second here in the quarter. Elena Schmidt bounce pass to Steiger. Left wing now to Gunniss. Gunniss jumper from the free throw line off the backboard for 2. Mallory Gunniss in double digits with 10. She averages 3.5 per contest. She's in double digits with 10. Now there was the awfully large bucket we were talking about moments ago. Now can the Bulldogs answer? Tough shot on the way over Elena Schmidt there by Sundquist, and we'll get tied up with Bogart and Tazarek. This time the arrow makes its way towards Richland. See a substitution as Bogart will check out. Coming in will be Carly Cadoon. And now if you're Richland, how much can you balloon this one up over the next 1 or 2 possessions if you can get a stop and a score? Well, if you're the Bulldogs, looking for a good defensive 35 seconds here. Elena Schmidt at the right wing. Schmidt hands this one off to Steiger. Steiger gives it back to the top of the key. Colt's able to dribble to the right wing. Schmidt trying to post up. This one goes up top now to Mallory. Left wing. Sydney Loft. Interior. There's a block shot by Lee after Elena Schmidt was on the spin. Lee timed it up. Sundquist in the front court. Sundquist with the pass to Bixby. Bixby at the right baseline. Bulldogs get the stop. Now they need a bucket. Floater for Emma. Yes, sir. Bixby with 17. Smooth as silk here tonight for Bixby. He has been a one-woman wrecking crew. 2:45 left in the fourth. Right-handed side to Zark. Tazarek at the right wing, guarded by Newstall. Back up top to Steiger. Steiger sees this with 17 on the shot clock. Steiger at the right wing trying to post up Schmidt. Schmidt on the inside, and Newstall read it perfectly. Sadie gets a steal, and the Bulldogs with a chance to take the lead. Newstall to Cadoon here. Cadoon at the top of the key. Carly Cadoon at the right wing, step, finds it to Bixby. Emma handles it here on this weaving offense. Bixby at the right wing uses up that dribble. Gives it on the interior to Cadoon, and there's a foul. Foul would be on Sydney Loff, her first, team's first of the quarter. Again, just the second foul by Richland. They have played an awfully clean game here in this one. Quick substitution in for both clubs. As you'll see it here for the Bulldogs, a fresh 35 on the shot clock as Newstall on the inbounds. Gives it now to Lee. Lee here, right wing to Bixby. Starting 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass inside Cadoon. Double team coming for Richland. Bixby on the baseline foul. This one will go on Miranowski. Her second and the team's second. So if you're Richland, you'll take the stops, but it does reset the shot clock again and allow a fresh 35 one more time on the inbounds. Bixby at the right wing. This one goes to Lee. Dangerous pass as Cadoon and Schmidt chase it down, and Carly Cadoon saves it before Elena could get her hands on it. Cadoon, little hesitation, drive kick to Sundquist. Sundquist on the baseline, going to tiptoe the end line, fires the pass to Newstall for the lead. 3, yes sir! Timeout on the floor. Sadie Newstall picked a prime time for her first field goal. 44-42, Bulldogs with the lead here on your liveevent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. To find a branch near you, go to banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. See what values-based banking can do for you. Bulldogs with one timeout remaining, and their faithful are on their feet chanting defense here inside the bubble. Richland with a chance to tie or take the lead with the made field goal here. Mallory Gunnis, right-handed side. Colts will see it on the slip screen. Here comes Steiger to the baseline with it on the rock here for the Colts is Gunnis. Back up top as Schmidt trying to post up on the interior. Gunnis on the baseline here for Richland. New still able to spin her out. Schmidt posting up on the inside and a foul by Cadoon. Cadoon trying her best to get in front of Schmidt. Carly will pick up her second. That'll be the team's third. So similar to Richland committing some fouls on the previous possession, it does allow your defense to reset, but you give Richland a fresh 35. Colts skip, right-handed side. Miranowski for the lead. That'll go long. Rebound to Newstill. Newstill will see it here. He can play it straight up for Richland, but a field goal for the Bulldogs could possibly ice this game. Bixby, top of the key now for Sargent County, taking the screen by Cadoon. Right-handed side to Bogart. Bogart at the right wing, gives it back up top to Emma. Little zone here on the way. Nope, man pressure defense for Richland. Bixby back up top, crossing over right to left. Now to Newstill. Newstill gives it back to Bixby. Bixby up top to Bogart. Reverse it to Sundquist. 6 seconds, 5 seconds to Newstill. Newstill, can she do it again? Two-pointer short. Rebound here for Richland, and a foul by Cadoon after the board by Abby Fisher. Cadoon will pick up the foul here. That'll be her third, the team's fourth, and the next foul for the Bulldogs would put Sargent County, seeing Richland will go to the free throw line for the Colts. Next jump ball favors Sargent County. Full court pressure defense by the Bulldogs. Schmidt finds it on the outlet. Gives it up the near sideline here to Mallory Gunnis. Gunnis at the left wing, and a timeout here for Olivia Schmidt. She'll burn a full timeout. 2:47 left to play in the fourth quarter. 44-42. We'll keep it here with 24.7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The Richland Colts, we'll see what they draw up here for Olivia Schmidt, as they have 2 timeouts remaining here for Richland. The Colts with Elena Schmidt, you could use possibly as a decoy, knowing that Sargent County is going to try to front, if not double her, right off the bat with 17. We have seen 3-pointers made here tonight by Miranowski for Richland and also Mallory Gunnis. And we just saw an open jumper for Miranowski on the previous possession. While if you're Sargent County, you go straight up here. If you're Randy Searstead, do you put 2 no matter one on Schmidt to box out if you expect a miss? Because that's where Elena could hurt you on a backside rebound. And the biggest thing is you don't want to foul for an and one if that is the case. What's the chess scheme between these two coaches? Sargent County and Richland to put a capper on the District 1 girls basketball quarterfinals. Bulldog faithful coming to their feet. Richland faithful on the near sideline coming to their feet. Richland to inbound it here with Abby Fisher. Fisher gives this one to Schmidt. Schmidt to Miranowski, guarded by Bixby. Miranowski taking the screen, gives it to Tazarek. Tazarek leaves it to Schmidt. Schmidt jumper to tie on the way. This one off the iron. Rebound and a foul by Newstill, and bonus free throws coming for the Colts. Sadie Newstill will pick up her first, team's fifth, and 2 free throw attempts. Well, we said the backside rebound could hurt you. I was thinking Schmidt, not Fisher. And the 5'6" junior, Abby Fisher, a 36% free throw shooter, heads to the line. Free throw attempt off the backboard is good. 44-43. They're going to talk it over here to double check who the foul was on. They had it on Carly Cadoon up on the scores table, but it will be on Sadie Newstill. So it won't be the fourth on Cadoon. That is the first on Newstill. This to tie. And just add a little pressure here for Abby. Fisher, free throw, long, rebound, Schmidt. Schmidt then is tied up with Bogart, and the arrow will make its way towards Sargent County. Another timeout here for Olivia Schmidt. She wants to talk it over. 12.9 left to play. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. Don't go anywhere. Bulldogs with the ball up by 1 when we return.
Emery Vistos Implement has been family owned and operated since 1935. Located in Oaks, North Dakota, they sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts. Plus, you'll have to stop by and check out their clothing and footwear department featuring the brands of Brothers in Arms, Howitzer, Ariat, Cinch, and Twisted X Footwear. Emery Visto's Implement, everything and anything you need is under one roof. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or call 701-742-2167.
44-43, timeout on the floor again, brought to you in part by Bank North. Here's the decision now when you're the Richland Colts. If you're able to get the ball, it would possess in your favor if you can get a quick jump. If you can't get the ball, you got to commit some fouls here, and the Colts have 3 more to give before it's bonus free throws for Sargent County. 2 team fouls for Richland, 5 here for the Bulldogs. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. And the timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. As you can hear the Richland Colt faithful chanting defense. Bixby on the inbounds here as she will handle this. Trying to get it in before it's a 5 count. Does. Ball gets deflected, tipped, stolen away by Richland, then back to Sargent County. Bixby will see this in a foul. Mallory Gunnis with the foul, her first, team's third. Some precious seconds come off the clock to 7.3. Nearly a 5 count, then nearly a turnover, then nearly Bixby was able to run out the clock. Newstill on the inbounds. Finds it to Cadoon. They got a foul. They don't. Newstill gives it to Bixby. Clock winding down to 2 seconds, 1 second, and with 0.4, the Bulldogs will see Richland commit a foul with Abby Fincher, her first and the team's fourth, and all that Sargent County needs to do is inbound this one. As they do, the Bulldogs survive and advance. That's all that matters at this time of the year. The number 3 seed Sargent County with a 44-43 win over the Richland Colts. With that win, Sargent County moves into the semifinals upcoming tomorrow against Oaks, while for Richland, they will square off with Enderlin tomorrow in the consolation semis. Postgame is next.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
There's a and do in Hankinson. We may be modest in size, but our abundant local businesses and recreational opportunities mean we have every amenity you need. Our community is always finding new ways to have fun, bring people together, or help those in need. Residents of Hankinson will tell you this is small town living at its best. They invite you to see for yourself.
As we come back here on our post-game show, our Enbridge Energy player of the game here for the Sargent County Bulldogs is Emma Bixby. As we get the final numbers here in this one, as Emma was able to finish with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 steals on 7 of 13 shooting from the floor. Good numbers for you, Emma, in this one. I know it was a gutty performance, and at this time of the year, a win's a win regardless. You get back to the semifinals. Just your thoughts on a gutty game here tonight to close out the district quarterfinals.
We definitely didn't think it would be this close of a game. Coming in, we knew they would be tough. We knew they would want revenge on us. And I think we just really had to step up, especially in the first quarter when we got down by quite a bit. But we just knew we had to out-hustle them, outscore them, out everything. So
take us through the final moments in this one. The drive by Sundquist, the kick to the baseline by Newstill, who hits the 3. You take the lead. What's going to go in through your mind late in that fourth quarter?
I knew Sadie was hitting that. As soon as Ashlyn passed it to her, I had a lot of faith in her at that moment, and it just kind of got the team up and realized that we had this. We had it.
On the opposite side, Elena Schmidt, she was able to finish the game with a ton of points, 17 and 16 rebounds. Kadun, Lee, Sundquist, what's it like game planning for someone like Elena?
We knew it would be tough. The first time it was very tough. She had a double-double in the first half, I believe.
Yep.
So we knew we had to come out and stop her. And we tried our new zone. We call it dice. It's like a 2-1-2. And we tried to just front her, and we tried to stop her. So
going into this particular contest here, going through the district tournament last year, a year ago, what's one thing that you kind of learned about this time of the year that's different, Emma, compared to December or January basketball?
Every team wants it. During the regular season, the games are more spread out, but during tournament time, the games get closer, and everyone wants it.
Without question. Emma, congratulations. We'll let you rest. Get ready for the game. Hopefully it starts a little bit earlier than 8 o'clock tomorrow as you had to sit around, but best of luck tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
Emma Bixby here, our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. We'll continue after this here in Valley City.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Emma Bixby is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. Again, that is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our play of the contest, well, is two of them. The Newstill 3 to get Sargent County up. That was obviously large. And then the end of the game there where they're able to get it to Kadun, to Bixby, just to milk the time away for the Sargent County Bulldogs. But that three-pointer was awfully large by Sadie Newstill, who was able to hit the three-pointer there and give the Bulldogs the lead and eventually the win here in this one. That is our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg, your precision dealer in Hillsborough. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassi Precision Egg. As we take a look at the final numbers here in this one, Sargent County 19 of 40, make that 57 from the floor, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc, 2 from the free throw line. That was by Bixby in the second quarter. 27 rebounds, 10 assists to 8 turnovers. Richland 17 of 44 shooting from the floor, 4 of 17 from the three-point line, 5 of 7 from the stripe, 41 rebounds, 22 turnovers, and he had 10 assists in this one. For Sargent County, 17 points for Emma Bixby, 4 rebounds, assists, and 5 steals. She did a little bit of everything and a block shot in 31 minutes and 18 seconds of gameplay here for Emma Bixby. Bixby again with 17, 14 points, 4 rebounds for Carly Kadun. Hit a couple of three-pointers there in the first half. Kadun with 14. From there, 6 points for Lily Lee, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 points for Sadie Newstill, and 5 boards as well with that big 3 and 2 steals. 4 points, 7 rebounds for Ashlyn Sundquist, and Mallory Bogart with 4 rebounds here today for the Bulldogs. For the Richland Colts, 17 points, 16 rebounds here for Elena Schmidt. 17 and 16 with a block shot to boot. 10 points on the way for Mallory Gunnis. 6 points, 12 boards for Janet Tazark on 3 of 6 shooting from the floor. 7 points for Miranowski, who hit 2 threes in this one. 2 points, 4 rebounds for Cindy Loff. A point and 7 boards then for Abby Fisher. Again, the Richland Colts finished with 17 points. 21 points off of turnovers. The difference maker here in this game when you just take a look at certain stats. 22 turnovers, 21 points for the Bulldogs, 8 turnovers for Sargent County, 5 points for Richland. Those are the little points within the score of the game that can determine the outcome here today. Sargent County now 13 and 7 on the season, while the Richland Colts will drop to 7 and 12. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, your out-of-town scoreboard from all the districts across the state, and then we'll put a capper on day number 1 here in Valley City.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
High school basketball here in this one. Sargent County 44, Richland 43 on your liveevent.com. And, well, just like last year, we'll have the same semifinals for this season here in the District 1 girls basketball tournament. Maple River against Weimar-Lidgerwood at 6 o'clock. Oaks against Sargent County at 7:30. All top 4 seeds advanced to the semifinals. Loser-out games will feature Hankinson and Tri-State at 3 and Enderlin and Richland. That'll be at 4:30. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, if there was any surprises from across the state here tonight in Division B basketball across the state of North Dakota. Taking a look out west in District 8, Washburn, the 2 seed, advanced over Center Stanton. Central McLean with the win. Same thing for Garrison in District 8. District 6, TGU defeated our Redeemers in the semifinals after our Redeemers upended the 3 seed of Surrey last night. Berthold and Glenburn currently in action right now. From their District 5, Divide County, partial with wins and loser-out games. Kenmare Bowbells easily picks up a win over Powers Lake Burke Central. District 4, top 4 seeds advanced into the semis. District 3, top 3 seeds from earlier today advanced. The same in District 2, where Lemoore, Kidder County, Linton HMB, and Edgeley Column-Montpelier all advanced as well. So tomorrow, again, on yourliveevent.com, coverage begins at 3 o'clock with Hankinson Tri-State, Enderlin Richland at 4:30, Maple River Weimar-Lidgerwood at 6, and Oaks and Sargent County. That'll be the nightcap at 7:30. Thanks so much for tuning in to our coverage of high school athletics on yourliveevent.com. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors and join us tomorrow for more high school action here in Valley City.